Whilst Vane may be in early access and may not yet have official mod support, some very clever people have created a wide variety of mods. In a new video series, I'll explore some of the mods you can get for Vane, and we'll also show you how to install them. Coming up today, we've got Simple Life Overhaul with Market System, a mod created by ShadowHaru. Let's get into it. This mod, available on Nexus Mods, link in the description, according to the mod creator, promises to be your one-stop solution for making Vane feel how it should feel, without breaking immersion or making the game trivially easy. It addresses a variety of different aspects of the game, from increasing vehicle, storage and backpack inventory capacities, to increasing the effectiveness of bows and arrows, increasing the amount of ingots you get for materials, and adding a whole new system to Vane. A market system, where the player can buy bundles of items to make their survival experience more enjoyable. The bundles even include weapons that aren't in the vanilla game by default, but that are in the sandbox. More on this later. First off, inventory capacity. According to the mod creator, the inventory capacity of vehicles, storage containers, and backpacks hasn't been increased by the same amount across the board. Instead, the mod creator has curated the increase in capacity by vehicle, storage type, and backpack type, trying to keep a grounded amount of carry capacity and not increasing it to the point of being cheesy in the mod maker's view. Having used the mod to play around and experiment, I'd agree with that stance in some respects. Vehicle storage being increased for each vehicle's boot or trunk feels like a welcome change and doesn't feel immersion breaking for me. It's nice to see the increases, as you'll see for some vehicles on screen now, applied differently to each vehicle. A pickup should carry more than a normal SUV, and a sedan should carry more than a sports car, so I really appreciate the mod maker's attention to detail here and to customize it dependent upon the vehicle. When it comes to backpacks, these have also seen an increase in capacity, and while I personally think that in terms of carry capacity for backpacks, this is already pretty generous in the base game and is something I'd like to see rebalanced, so I'm not a huge fan of the increased carry amount in the mod, but equally for those who want to be able to loot more, carry more in general, or be able to not have to worry about popping to their vehicle or base more often, I can see the appeal. Another welcome capacity change for me is the player-built storage changes. Large and small crates see a welcome increase in capacity from £150 and £300 respectively to £300 and £500 in the mod. A big one which I also think is welcome is the change to scrap storage. In vanilla, these have a capacity of £500, which, for the amount of space they take up, you could build multiple wooden crates and have a larger amount of storage for the same space. With the mod, all the scrap storage buildables have a substantial increase in capacity of up to £2,500. This means that you'll have to build less storage, and, if you have building degradation turned on by default, less scraps will be needed to maintain your base. The mod also suggests an increase to stack sizes, with up to 250 scraps in a stack. I personally didn't experience this with the mod enabled, and was still capped at 100 scraps when trying to use the Forge 2, but this may be a bug that's easily fixed. Whilst on the Forge, though, the recipes have been adjusted to make it so that less scraps are needed to make ingots. For example, iron ingots require 10 iron scraps in the vanilla game, whereas with the mod, they only require 2 iron scraps to make. This makes some of the later stage craftables and buildables more accessible early on, meaning less time dismantling or mining to get the same end result. Before we get to what I think is the most intriguing bit of the mod, though, the market, there is one more aspect I think we should cover off, which I personally really liked. The mod does improve the power of bows and arrows. For regular arrows, the damage is increased from 20 to 45, and with the improved iron arrows, the damage is increased from 65 to 80. Right, now it's time to look at the totally new thing that this mod adds, a market function. The market function can be accessed through any crafting menu, be it on your character menu when clicking tab, or at a workbench. And this, when you scroll right down to the bottom, presents itself within the crafting window itself. It's a clever little addition, in my view, that in essence lets you craft a variety of things, in exchange for in-game currency, US dollars. It also enables you to sell ID cards for $250 US, so that users can collect IDs, sell them to the market, and then use the dollars gained to buy various things from the market. These range from ammo, armor, and weapon bundles to schematic bundles, XP bundles, and, soon to be added, loot boxes. This adds a really interesting dynamic to the game, and adds value beyond the fun of just collecting things like IDs to what are otherwise non-valuable items. It's also fair to say that dollars in-game are effectively just vending machine tokens at this point in time, with no other real use, so this will encourage you to collect dollars, debit cards, and IDs from the undead. I spent a bit of time going around various POIs in the map, targeting cash boxes, cash registers, and safety deposit boxes, whilst also searching any zombies I killed for their ID cards, debit cards, and cash. It made me play the game pretty differently, and I actually had a good bit of fun turning into an apocalyptic burglar, thief, and master heistman, knowing that I'd be getting suitably rewarded at the end. In the absence of NPCs and quests, which are on the roadmap and will be coming at some point in the future, for me this adds a really fun, different aspect to the game. It's also take it or leave it, so if you like the overhaul aspects of the mods but have no interest in the market, then you don't have to use it. It can be safely ignored. I did have quite some fun with the laser gun though, it's fair to say. I also think that given the cash value of these bundles, it didn't feel overly cheaty. Okay, yes, having a laser gun does feel OP, but for things like the XP magazines, even some schematics, I think there can be a case for there being fair rewards for the amount of effort of accumulating that much cash. One call out here is that I did experience a crash when I was trying to purchase the armor bundle through the stall. This was repeated every time I tried to do so, so there may be a bug there. I personally had a lot of fun playing with this mod, and the credit really does have to go to ShadowHaru for creating it. Like game balance, the balance of a mod is impossible to please everyone with, and there is no .ini file here, so things can't be changed around in terms of capacities, quantities, etc. So whilst this won't be making an appearance on my Let's Play run at this point, I did have a lot of fun playing around with it on some of my non-recorded games. If you're looking to change things up a bit in your apocalypse, or if you'd like some recipes to be a little less resource heavy, have generators, have bigger fuel capacity, have better and more effective bows and arrows, increased vehicle trunk or boot capacity, increased buildable storage capacity, and or an in-game market, this could add a little bit of variety to the game for you. If you're interested in trying the mod for yourself, it's incredibly easy to install. I'll jump into how to install it now. If not, please do like and subscribe before you go. Thank you very much for watching. A big recommendation before modding is to back up your files. In the interest of time, I won't go deep into this, but at the very least, I'd look to make a copy of any of your existing save game files from your local app data, Vane save games file, so that if anything goes wrong, your save games are safe. I also hope it goes without saying, but I have no affiliation with any of these mods, and you are downloading, installing, and using at your own risk. To download the mod itself, this is over on Nexus Mods. There's a link in the description. You will need an account to download mods from there, but you do not need a paid account. That is up to you. After signing in on Nexus, you can click on the download link. It will try and sell you premium features like quicker downloads, but for files like this, that's not needed, so just download normally. It should then appear in your download folder. Next up, you'll need to locate the game's root directory so that we can copy the mod's PAK file into the right place. To do this, go onto Steam, click on Vane in your library, then the cog on the right-hand side, then click Properties, Installed Files, and Browse. Then from the Vane directory, click into Vane, then Content, then Paks, and we copy the PAK file from the mod folder and paste the PAK file from the mod into this Paks folder in Vane's root directory. And that is it. It's installed. Just boot Vane up and it's good to go. If you tried the mod, let me know down in the comments below. I'm also intrigued to see what you think of mods in Vane and what you made of this video overview too. Let me know if you'd like me to try more mods for videos like these in the future down below. As always, please do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on Monday for my Let's Play, and on Wednesday for another Vane video. Catch you next time.